Hello everyone and welcome back to Eve Market. Your weekly look at the amarr market. The prices. Oh boy, there goes my voice already. I'm just starting. Even worse. Alright, it's gonna kick off straight away before my voice is going completely away. So we're gonna start at the titanium as usual. See where this is going. It seems to be going down the price. 5 days down, the 20-day starting to drop a bit too. Probably just at the end, just today. There's a bit of movement in it. For the sellers, it's still 573. Decent amount even. And for the buyers, 568. It's on the chatter down. On the since last week, it's still the same. It hasn't moved really. Only a little bit. Went only 2 cents up. That I wrote down here. So that's not much. But on the chart it sees it's dropping. Alright. See where this is going. It's 5 days seems to be stabilizing. 20 day has caught up with it too. So just under the 16 isk per unit. Let's see what the prices are for the sellers. It's sitting at 15.58 for the sellers, and for the buyers at 15.36. So it has dropped a little bit since last week, not much. So probably maybe it's looking like stabilizing fair right now, because it went up for a while and it now looks like stabilizing. We're going on for Mexilon. Let's see at the history. It seemed to be stabilizing. It went up, down, stable a bit, went down, stabilizing again. While the 20 days going a little bit up. I cannot really see what the 5 days doing. It seems to be stable now. Let's look at the price, what it's doing. For the sellers, it's 51.5 is a unit, and for the buyers 49.70. So that went down a little bit, not much. Went like half a isk down since last week. There's a little bit of movement in it. Noxium. It seems to be stable. Angle what I'm looking like looks like slightly going up, but it's more likely stable. 5 and 20, they are pretty much on the same line. For the sellers, it's a small amount. 793.5, and for the buyers it's 762. It went up a bit since last week. A few isk up, not too much, but it looks like it's stabilizing now on the 6 of 760. Seems to be stabilizing around that. For the Zijn rate, see where this is going. Still a pretty flat line. Not much interesting at it. 877. Well, almost. Yeah, that's high. For the sellers, for the buyers is 831. That went up with about 9 isk since last week. So that is going a little bit up on the buyers. Not much. That's why it's not visible here. It's pretty stable. Megasite is doing what? It's still bouncing around, up down. Seems pretty in the same range. It keeps bouncing around. With 2100, 2200, even now and then above that. pretty much stable. Doesn't look stable, but it's seeing the bounces sitting in between the same prices. Let's see, buy is 2,247. For the sellers, and for the buyers 2,143. Still exactly the same as last week, so that hasn't moved at all. The mega site price still the same. It's really nice to see for once. Stable price. All fight. Let's see where this is going. It's at a drop down even this week. Huge drop. Then it's crawling back up again. It seems to be now above 7,000 again. So there's still movement in it. Let's look at the prices. 7,164 for the sellers, and for the buyers 6,710. On the buyers it went up a lot, the price. I can tell you that it went up 700 is up since last week. That's a lot. It moved up. So more prices on the buyers is going up here in amarr. So definitely some movement in it. Quick look where my alt is. So that is moving around, going up in price. Go to the ships. Where did I left those? Did that get dropped out of the update? I had a few ships in here. Apparently they are gone in this list now. Okay, and I need to look them up here. Yeah, they're gone out of this list. Apparently the update messed this up. Let's look. The Naga battle cruisers. I will immediately add them back to the list because that's not what I want. Alright, Naga. There we are. That one had a spike up this week. Definitely. It went up a lot. 5 and 20 day went up. He had top speak almost 90 million it reached it, and then it seems to have dropped down back to 80 very quick. It's like in see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, in 6 days time. Just after last week I done my recording, it was still stable, and then 1 or 2 days after it spiked up, and now I'm recording again, it's back down again. So the head up at a spike. It's 82 million for the sellers, 76 for the buys. That went up for 100 million up, exactly 100 million even on the buyers. Let's go to the Talos. Let's add it to the bar immediately. See if this one has the same spike or not. Does not have a spike, but it's going up 5 and 20 day. It's moving up from the ship. For the sellers, almost 88 million is 87.9 million is for the sellers. For the buys, 80.8 million is. That went up at about half a million since last week. Alright, let's go to the advanced cruisers. Go to the Tengu. Logistics we need also. Alright, Tengu, let's see what it's doing. Seems to be stabilizing slowly. It's not dropping too fast anymore. The 5-day had a spike last week when I recorded, went down a bit again. A little bit on uptrend, is going down again. Still not very stable, this price. Buyers 180, of sellers 186 million. Buyers 175 and a half. It went up with about 400,000 for the buyers on the Tengu. Now we're at it here anyway. We're gonna look a quick look at the Legion, what that is doing. The Legion is taking a nosedive down. It seems to be stabilizing just around the 180 million. Looks like it. Let's see what the Proteus is doing. Proteus is doing the opposite way. He's going up in price. Have a look at the Legion prices. 181 for the sellers, for the buyers 176. That's a good margin in here. A very good one even. It's about 13 million, 14 million margin in here. Proteus is not much on the market here. Only about 10 buy sell orders. So sell is 193 million is. For the buys 183.1 million is on the Proteus. That's definitely. I expect this one is going up even more. I think it will cost it 200 million. It has been above the 2 million. It went down a lot. I've been selling a lot lately. I guess I will go above the 200 million. The Proteus. Loki. 3 months chart has been taking a nosedive down here. It was the lowest point just under the 180 million. And it went up again to about 183 million. 20 days still following down. Sellers 185 million is also not too many on the market. It's not more gonna be added. It's going definitely above the 190. Buyers 173 million is for the Loki. Alright, let's see. I think I got the rest. I do have in the list. We go to. Oh no, I don't have them in the list. These are the logistics. Start with the Guardian off. Guardian, pretty stable. Still bouncing a little bit around in the same price range, around 130. Let's look at the prices. Yeah, 130 million on the market. So then 134 million for the sellers, and for the buyers they're 122.1 million is. That went up with a million since last week. No, that's not true. It's the wrong one I'm looking at. What was the Bessie? The Guardian went down then. Went from 127 to 122. So that dropped in price again. So it had a spike indeed last week. A little bit on price. I was here. On the buys was somewhere a spike there. I want to write down only the buyer's price. So the buyers was 127 last week, now it's down to 122. Now we go to the Bessie. Bessie is going up. It probably has a spike now. It seems to also bouncing around the same price range. See now it then peaks just about 132. See that what it has now again. So probably go down again in price. For the sellers 133.2 million is for Bessie, and for the buyers 124. So that still went up. The price went 3 million up since last week. Or on the buyers at least. Go to the Oneros. See what this is doing. It's taking a nosedive. It had a huge amount of sold here, so that pushed the price up. After that you see it went down again. A few days after it, people started putting them back on the market. And it's now dropping below the 130 million again. About 123 million, looks like it. 5 and 20 day is dropping. 133.5 million for the sellers. There are hardly no buy orders for the Oneros. There's only 128 million for the buyers. But it came from 134 million isk. So that's a big drop in price here. It went down for see, for 6 million. It dropped 6.1 million in price on the buyers. It's a pretty big drop. Let's go to the scimitar. This is I had to speak last week. It's dropping 5-20 days dropping. It seems to be around 123 million. Looks like it. So the usual trend on the skimmy, I guess. Yeah, pretty much up and then down again. Then it goes up a bit and then down again. Yeah, shut up. I only have 50 minutes left. Ah, it's more than enough. Always seems to record just before downtime. The price for this game is 134, 135. Yeah, the only two for 133. Then you go to 135. You go 136.5. So within that price range for the sellers. For the buyers, for the scimitar is 120 million is. That has a drop of 8.5 million is since last week. So that has dropped also. So it seems that most logistics had a spike last week, and after that they all dropped in price a lot. So probably people lost a lot of logistic ships and needed some new ones. We're gonna look. Oh damn. Look at the salvage. Look at the armor plates. Had its spike. Was over. It dropped. Yeah, it still has. Seems to be very stable now. Yeah, sorry. And yeah, stable. 5 and 20 days, pretty stable. Damn, where's my voice? Look at the price. It's 109 for the sellers, 105 for the buyers. For the buyers, it went up with about 10,000 isk since last week. So buyers went up, but the price is pretty stable on the chart, so it keeps sold for roughly the same price. Burn logic circuits is still on a downtrend. 5 and 20 days down, going down. Well, the data point is a bit higher here than it was yesterday. Prices is 31.500 isk for the sellers. For the buyers, 26.5. That went down with about 3,000 isk. 2.5 to be exact. Since last week. So burn logic circuits going down in price. Fried interface circuits. Where are these going? It's still on uptrend. Well, no, looks stable here. 20 days still going up, trying to catch up. But 5 day had to seems to have a spike here and then it dropped a bit. Data points just below the 4,000 ISK. Sellers 4,400 and for the buyers also 4,000. So that went only 100 ISK up since last week. Going up a bit, not much. Melted capacitor consoles. They are dropping a bit, not much. 5 days dropped a bit, 20 days following now, so it's not too much. Let's see the prices itself. Shut up, phone. 7,700 for the sellers. For the buyers 6,800. That has dropped since last week with 400,000. The price it came from 7,200 and now 6,800. So that has dropped with 200 since last week. Trip power circuits also still on the downtrend. 5 and 20 day are going down. Sitting now just below the 140. For the sellers we're at 151.5. For the buyers 145. It's says it's going down, but for the buyers definitely more buy orders up because that went up. With 5,000 is up since last week even. So if we look at the chart, it says it's going down. But if I look really on the price itself, on the buyers, a lot of stuff went up. At least on the salvage. That's definitely a different story. So yeah, that were the prices for this week. If you have any things you want to see that I will cover here in these videos, please let me know in the comments. I hope I won't have a cold anymore next week, because I'm getting sick of it. So yeah, let me know what you want to see. Covering currently all the logistics, some other ships. If you want to see all the ships or stuff, let me know in the comments and I will take them with me next week. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week and fly safe.